80,000 Yemeni militiamen are going to launch a large-scale offensive against the Houthi armed group. To be honest, the Houthis have been under quite a lot of pressure recently. They are faced with both internal troubles and external threats, and it seems that they can hardly hold on any longer. So why are so many militiamen attempting to take down the Houthi armed group this time? Without even having to think about it, it must be the United States that is playing tricks behind the scenes. The United States dispatched 7 B-2 bombers to the military base in Diego Garcia a few days ago. Then, they used these bombers to bomb the missile depots of the Houthis. Just think about it. Under what circumstances would the United States deploy the B-2 bombers? This is no ordinary bomber. It's a strategic bomber, something that burns a lot of money. If the U.S. wasn't really serious about taking action, it's impossible for it to send 7 B-2s there. If it just wanted to intimidate, sending one would be more than enough. But the United States sent 7 of them. It clearly wants to deal with the Houthis, who are seen as a troublesome force. Just like what it did in Syria, the U.S. wants to quickly and decisively eliminate them. However, due to the geographical environment of Yemen, if one really wants to deal with the Houthi armed group, it is definitely impossible without sending in ground troops, right? If only bombers and fighter jets are used for bombing, as soon as you fly over, they will hide in the caves. So without sending in ground troops, it won't have much of an effect. But here comes the problem. If ground troops are sent in, the United States can't afford the cost. Moreover, many American soldiers nowadays understand what the United States intends to do, and naturally they are reluctant to risk their lives to do something meaningless, unless they are paid more. In ground battles, the casualty rate is too high. So the United States has resorted to its old tricks again. It has started to support the Yemeni militiamen, providing them with artillery shells, intelligence support, and tactical guidance. Moreover, the aircraft carriers of the United States stationed in the surrounding area have launched fighter jets to provide air cover for these militiamen. The aim is to let the Yemeni militiamen help the United States fight against the Houthi armed group. As for whether the Houthi armed group can hold out, in my opinion, it seems rather difficult. Behind the Houthi armed group is Iran, right? However, how can Iran transport weapons, ammunition, or spare parts there now? 2 aircraft carriers of the United States have blockaded Yemen. Iran can't get its weapons and ammunition through. It's just like what happened in Gaza, which has been blockaded. Without these supplies, it's impossible to fight a war. It's as simple as that. Now, the United States Air Force and Navy, together with the Yemeni militiamen on the ground, are launching attacks on the Houthi armed group. So how on earth can the Houthi armed group fight back? Once the United States takes down the Houthi armed group, it would be equivalent to the complete disintegration of all the resistance forces of Iran in the Middle East. All the forces supported by Iran would disappear. So what the United States is going to deal with next will surely be the territory of Iran itself. Didn't Russia make a statement? If the United States launches an attack on Iran, they have no obligation to provide military aid. That means that since Russia is still engaged in a war in Europe at present, it doesn't have that much energy to take care of Iran. Iran can only hope for the best on its own. However, think about why Russia won't interfere. It's all about oil. Who is Iran's largest oil export destination? If Iran falls and the United States cuts off the oil supply from the Middle East, then who will take over Iran's customers? Obviously, it's Russia. Right? So although the current situation is very complicated, it's actually quite simple at the core. It's all about interests.